I remember a story, I think it was out of Belgium, where this university was having trouble finding homes for the students. And in the same community, there was a nursing home that had a bunch of different rooms, but they were lacking a little bit of funding. So they decided to offer boarding to the students in this nursing home in return for a little bit of time and I think some money. And what happened was a transformation. A very sad, a very lonely nursing home became full of life because the students enjoyed time with the seniors and the seniors enjoyed time with the students. Wisdom was shared, love was shared. There was this real bonding of community. The Vanier way, really, that power of presence. And so when I speak to high schools and speak to universities, I always challenge young people, we've got to get out of that kind of mold that, this is really difficult. This might be, well, you know what? It might be that first time you go in, but we're all people. We all have a story to tell. And some of the greatest stories, some of the greatest wisdom comes from the seniors, comes from those in our life that have lived. We can gain so much from that. And even beyond that, even if a senior you're visiting can't say too much, the joy of being present, understand that they know you are there. You have become a prophet of hope in their life and perhaps a reason for their tomorrow. And what better reason would there be to go and visit someone, to know that they have enjoyed your visit, they've loved you being there, and now they have a reason for living that next time that you come to visit. I remember a story of my daughter Kathleen, which I often tell when I'm speaking. She was spending an hour a week with an elderly person in a nursing home. And one day that elderly woman took a newspaper article about medical aid in dying because she was considering it. She put it towards the table to my daughter Kathleen. I said, what do you think of this? Kathleen didn't know what to say. She was awestruck. She was like, well, I would never abandon you like that. I love you. I visit you every day. I see the pictures on your wall. I'm part of this family. I love you. And the old woman looked back at her and said, you do? She says, yeah, I do. Well, the old woman said, I guess that's reason enough. And she moved the newspaper article back at Kathleen and they continued playing Scrabble. And I think the old lady died in her sleep a year later. And I know that that's a beautiful story and not every healthcare story ends that way. But isn't that what we want? Isn't that the hope? We're not supposed to live forever. We weren't made for this world. We were made for the next. So let's journey with those people who are at the end of their life. Let's give them that reason for hope. Let's give them that reason for love, because in the end, that's all we take with us, right?